Yo guys, what is up? So today I'm going to be showing you what is more of a guide than the best controller settings, but it will guide you on the best controller settings and the settings that I use. So let's get straight into it. So for the display, I have brightness on 109. If you have 120 FPS monitor, and you're on console, then I would really recommend you use 120 FPS mode, unless you have input lag. And for to see better, you can use colorblind mode. I really like this. You can use colorblind mode. I use tritanope. And colorblind strength, I would recommend you put it from like 5 to 7, but I use 6, so 5 or 6. So if it's really dark, then I use 6. If it's really bright, I use 5. So for show FPS, I would recommend you keep it on. For motion blur, this is the one that people are always like talking about. Motion blur, I would recommend you keep it off so that you can see clearly. For the sensitivities, these are the real big ones. So for the sensitivity, I would recommend the look horizontal and vertical are 43 to 45 percent, and because the build sensitivities are the ones I'm gonna be. So I use 44% with a 1% horizontal and vertical boost, but you can use 2%. Because the main reason I use this is because when editing, when you're doing a full circle on your controller, it will if you once you go off the full deflection of the stick, then it will stop using that boost, and it can really mess it up. It can really mess up your editing speeds. So that's why I change up some of my build and edit multipliers. So with my build, I usually practice a lot of retakes. So what I do is that I normally keep it. I recommend if you're doing if you like to use a lot of retakes, I recommend you put in like 2.2 or 2.3. Otherwise, 2.1 to 2.2 should be good. I use 2.2. It's good. If you use 43, I would recommend you put edit multiplier at like 2.1 or 2.2. But if you use more than 44, if you use 44, I recommend you use 2.1, and if you use 45, I recommend 2.0 to 2.1. It or really all depends on your playing style. So now for the dead zones, these are also a big part. For the dead zone, if left stick is just moving, so like you don't really need that dead zone. So you can set it all the way up to like 20, 30, 40, 100, 0. I don't really care. So I just keep it at 10 just so that I can like move slowly, because that's one of the other biggest advantages of a controller. And for the right one, I use a 9% dead zone, mainly because I can aim better and because my controller is also fairly new. I haven't tried 8% yet, so if that's better, I'll just leave an update. And for the binds, these to make you a lot more pro, you can use Gloomsy bind. I use Gloomsy binds, which in my opinion, it will take a little bit of time to get used to, but once you get it down, you're gonna be so much better. No, and oh yeah, I also forgot the visualize sound effects are going to be on, because it's gonna make you so much better. It's gonna help you clutch, it's gonna help you edit more, it's gonna help you be a lot more accurate. And it's also gonna help you get a lot more eliminations, because then you can track down your enemies, eliminations faster. So you can track down your enemies, and then you can kill them straight up. No, I mean for arena and I mean for arena, if you're in the open division, I would recommend you go and kill other players. But once you're in contender league, I would for me, I like to play it safe. I haven't been playing a lot of arena, but in battle royale, oh my god, you can just get them. And um and some there's some other ways to be pro, because this video is probably going to be like a full pro video. sorry about that. So it's gonna be a full pro video. So what I would like you for you, so I would also recommend you have 3D audio on, because then you can find out where your enemies are, and then you can tell it like a chess. Like it's super hard when you're not having audio at all. So it's best to have like surround sound, so you can and a spatial sound, and stereo sound, so you can hear where, if the or the chest is up or down, and you can get there faster. um and that's basically it. So I hope you drop a like and subscribe. uh yeah, so if this really helped you, please drop a subscribe, like, and keep your notifications on. So yeah.